Welcome back. So in our previous explainers, we've really dug into the why, the where, and the how of AI for your business. But today, we get to what I think is the most important part, the bottom line. What's the actual real-world return on your investment?
Right, let's cut through all the hype and talk about actual dollars and cents. What does bringing AI into your operations really mean for your bank account at the end of the year? So here's our game plan for today. We're going to tackle the real money question, then I'll show you something called the hidden price gap. After that, we'll pinpoint exactly where your revenue is leaking out, look at the compounding payoff you get from fixing it, and finally talk about the crucial window of opportunity you have right now. Sound good? Let's get started.
Okay, first up, let's talk about a really powerful but actually very simple idea about the price your customers are already happy to pay.
Think about it like this. Your prices today are based on a traditional way of doing business, right? Well, AI is coming in and fundamentally changing your costs. It's lowering them. But the price your customer expects to pay stays the same. That space that opens up in between, that's the price gap. And that, my friends, is brand new profit.
And this makes sense. Your customers get it. They understand that a quality job requires resources, it takes trucks, a skilled crew, maybe some office staff, and a lot of coordination. That's what they're paying for.
And here is where the magic happens. When AI starts handling things like scheduling or lead follow-up for, a tiny fraction of the cost, your price doesn't need to drop. The customer still gets the great result they paid for. But that gap between your old higher costs and your new super efficient costs, that difference is all yours. That's your new profit margin.
So the big question is, where do you find this new margin? Well, it's usually not about inventing something brand new. It's about stopping the dozens of small daily leaks that you've probably just accepted as a normal cost of doing business.
Now take a look at this number, 30 to 60%. You might be wondering what that is? Well, that's the percentage of inbound calls to service businesses that just go unanswered. That's thousands of dollars in potential jobs that literally disappear into thin air just because no one was there to pick up the phone.
And it's not just missed calls. These are the big four. You've got slow lead follow-up, and we all know a lead goes cold after just a few minutes. You've got review requests that never get sent, missing out on your single best marketing tool, and maybe the biggest one, you, the owner, spending 10, 15, maybe 20 hours a week on admin instead of on growing the business. These are the leaks we need to plug.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. When you start fixing these leaks, the benefits don't just add up, they multiply, they compound. It creates this amazing virtuous cycle. Think about it. You answer more calls, which means you book more jobs. You follow up faster, so you convert more of those leads into paying customers. You get more reviews from those happy customers, and guess what? That drives even more new calls. You're getting bigger and better without spending a single extra dime on marketing.
So let's put some real numbers to this. A typical service business might run on a 15% net margin. But with these AI optimizations, getting to 25% is very realistic. For a business doing $500,000 a year, that's an extra $50,000 in your pocket. If you're doing $1 million, that's an extra $100,000 a year. That is life-changing money that goes straight to your bottom line.
And when you look at the investment required, well, the math is it's not even close. An AI system might cost a few $100 a month, and it works flawlessly, around the clock, 365 days a year. An employee doing that same admin work, you're talking $40 grand a year, plus benefits for 40 hours a week. And they're human. They get sick, they have off days. This isn't about replacing your great people. It's about finally getting all that work done that's currently falling through the cracks.
Okay, this is really important. This unique financial advantage we're talking about, it has a shelf life. We're in a very specific economic moment, and that's why the smartest operators are moving on this right now. The entrepreneur Alex Hormozi put it perfectly. He pointed out that customer expectations on price change very slowly. So for a period of time, the businesses that use AI to get efficient first get to pocket that entire margin for themselves. Eventually, the market will catch up and competition might drive prices down. But for now, that opportunity is wide open.
And let's be really clear here. This isn't about getting greedy. It's about building a stronger, more resilient business. When you have a healthier margin, you can weather a slow season without panicking. You can invest in that new piece of equipment. You can afford to pay your best people what they're really worth, so they stick around. It's about building for the long term.
Look, you don't need to boil the ocean here. The key is just to start. Just pick one thing. Is it missed calls? Is it slow follow-up? Whatever your single biggest headache is, automate just that one little piece. Track the results, see the difference for yourself, and then you can expand from there.
All right, so we've covered the numbers, we've covered the strategy, and hopefully you see the huge financial opportunity sitting here. So what do you actually do this weekend to get started?
In our final explainer in this series, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to give you a practical, no-fluff action plan to take you from just understanding this stuff to actually doing it. I really hope you'll join me for that. Thanks for watching.